to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be knocked down. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
To throw, it's Howard. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can...
Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So they're able to...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They grab the early lead.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him, Ted.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive line that push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Smith. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go. He's playing at a high level.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Setting up the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Sometimes those big targets at wide receiver almost spoil you. You think, just throw it in the area code. Well, it didn't work that time.
No, might need to get a new phone. That phone didn't work if you were searching for the area code because he definitely wasn't on target. And, you know, a lot of times you rush it too and you see that guy out wide, you want to hit that matchup, but that was not an accurate throw at all.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. He'll pull it down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. And the defense got him at the 27. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Steps away to find some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already.
The kick after that touchdown drive. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here comes the hurry up.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly. Man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. He's going to pass. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
They're trying to get... He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Alabama 9.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Makes his connection. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
He's looking for a man on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They'll go back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening. Hosting the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Tide.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown total. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Pressure coming. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now adjusting. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Coming after it. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Alabama quickly back to the line. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grab, go to the middle. It's Henderson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line with this defense coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. Lets it go to the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Using his legs, it's Judkins. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Buying some time. He'll fire to his right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Finds his target down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
On the run, it's Henderson. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance, even if keep that defense honest.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least. Back to throw, it's Howard. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Giving him his pads. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw.
Getting the football maybe out on the perimeter somewhere because you're getting beaten and eaten alive in the interior. You had a gain of no yards the last play. You just gave up a sack. Put your quarterback, put the football out on the perimeter in space.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker here. Not a chance. Missed it. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window, guys. Tough break there.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal.
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to do it here in the 1st half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even big.
Nothing but green ahead. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that young. Not easy to do.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. It's complete. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Alabama. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Buys a little extra time. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the screen set up.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's got it again. Steamrolls his way ahead. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
He fires it out to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
To the air, it's Milroe. Now he's going to break the pocket. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Off play action. It's complete to the left. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
He'll take another shot here. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the punishment has been extended. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Trying to barge their way in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
He toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Then he breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Tries to hide the ball, going on the bootleg for the 2. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State display.
Bringing it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. On the ground, it's Haynes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Moves away as he feels pressure. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Now improvising. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Alabama quick